growing a franchise or a business, it's important that you maintain your costs. Now, we've talked about this on several other videos, but it's important enough to cover it again. When I say maintain your costs, I'm talking about everything from your food costs, your labor costs, your wastage, your utility costs, and every other cost that you have that is a lever that you can move up and down. Your food and supply costs. Always maintain the cost of goods that you are expected to have. That means you should sit between 25 or 30%, even 35%, depending on how much your the items that you purchase are actually processed, so you don't have to reprocess them. So for example, if you are buying cut lettuce, that may be at a higher cost than buying raw lettuce and cutting it down because of the labor. But do you want to sacrifice the quality if you are buying pre-cut lettuce versus cutting the lettuce yourself? So all of these are a gentle balance between the cost, consistency, and quality aspects of your business. Managing your labor costs. And I've mentioned this before. Don't skimp on your labor costs, but also don't overstaff, because this builds lethargic staff. If you have extra staff, put them to good use. Get them to clean the outlet, clean the shop, prepare for the next day, help you with your stock take, train them in other areas. If you have staff that are leaning, this is not productive. Always have one staff that's there ready to catch a customer when they walk past, but your other staff can be rotated and trained in new areas. Don't just let them sit around and have a good yarn. This is very important. Don't overstaff, don't understaff, and don't have staff that are more just sitting around becoming lethargic. Reducing waste. Now, waste is a high cost in some food businesses, so that's where the principles that I mentioned earlier about managing your supply is very important. You need to keep your stock always turning over, always fresh, and don't have old stock that you are going to waste, because every single kilo that you throw out is costing you that money, and that's money that comes off your profit. It doesn't come off your turnover because you haven't sold it. Maintaining your utility costs. Now, I've seen people go around and turn lights off. This is not a good sign. Customers think you are closed, so they walk away. What you can do on the adverse is use energy saving electrical devices like LEDs, for example. Use energy saving or water saving taps, so you aren't using extra. If you are using gas, for example, for your hot plate, on the quieter periods, turn your 3 burners off and only have the one operating. You can always turn the others up and build up heat quite quickly. These are the utility cost savings that you can use. Review all of your expenses. If you are paying too much for your cleaning, your grease trap removal, etc., always go to the market every time these contracts are renewed and see if you are getting the best price. Don't just think because you've been using the same person for the last 6 years that they are the cheapest on the market. Keep them honest. Go back and just scour the market to see if there are not only cheaper but better quality and cheaper item options out there for you. I hope these cost control tips help you save some money to increase your profitability.